How do you practice submissiveness when there are things that are actively bothering you in the relationship?
Understanding that maintaining the baseline of my relationship is going to be the foundation for longevity.
So then how do you handle that? If you are trying to be submissive,
Right.
this is literally the example that we just gave. If you are trying to be submissive and there are things that are bothering you in our relationship,
Right.
how do you continue to be submissive?
Okay, well, have I verbalized it or is this like a me problem?
It doesn't specify.
Okay, so I'm gonna approach this in two ways. The first way I'm gonna approach it is I am trying to decipher if I am bothered because of my borderline or if I am bothered because my husband actually has done something that bothers me. So if I am currently working through something that bothers me and I'm processing, this is a me problem, my husband doesn't have to be aware that I'm going through anything right now. Once I figure out whether it's a me problem or it's my husband's problem, then I will approach you and be like, hey, look, just so you're aware, I worked through all of this shit and I've healed a trauma and you can high five me over it. Or I'll approach you and say, hey, babe, I've spent the last 2 days thinking about this. I've tried to approach it in a way that maybe I was overreacting, but I don't think I'm overreacting. So I want to bring it to your attention because it made me feel a certain way. So in that 2 days where I'm processing my emotions and I'm internal turmoil, because that's what it's like to be with borderline, I recognize that if I were to allow my internal turmoil bleed out into reality, I would self-destruct everything. You would see a side of me that would change your perspective of me. And this is like an extreme in my mind. Like, you would leave me. It would be the ugliest of the ugliest. I would be nasty. I would fall into vindictiveness. Like, I recognize that my feelings are not facts. So until I can figure out what the facts of the situation are, I maintain the baseline of my marriage. Now, moving on to the next scenario where I have broached the conversation with you, like, hey, babe, this bothers me in our relationship. And I'm just going to pick a random thing, like you liking women's posts on Instagram. I don't like it when you follow supermodels and like their photos. It makes me feel like I'm not attractive enough. If that is ignored, right, that's just what men do. Get used to it. I'm not stopping it. That submissiveness is going to cease and the reevaluation of the relationship is going to begin. Because it is my goal in my life to be able to be a comfortable, submissive housewife to a submissive husband. And if that is not the person I am with, what is the point of being in this relationship?